where do they go? What can we bring to make more money? And you do have like receipts and all that good stuff.
We do them on request, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep our own files of every transaction. That's what Leah has up there. But as far as receipts, we keep receipts for ourselves if an order is over $100, or if the customer just wants a receipt.
Okay.
We don't generally get requests for it. But,
oh, okay. Wow, good question.
Yeah. Well, we can, especially if you're trying to like monitor it for your fundraising.
Yeah.
That's no problem. So, as far as you guys are concerned, when you're trying to make money with recycling, here's where your business is going to happen. So you can see Leah's up here. She has her cash drawer, our transaction book. So what you have up there are approximations of how many makes a pound. So for instance, these ones are a glass bottle. They're 0.105 per pound. That's because basically 2.5 bottles makes 1 pound of glass. Divided any of these by 0.05, and you'll get to basically how many that is. White cabinet number 6, polystyrene, is 553 a pound. That's quite a bit of money. And again, the first thing you do, we recommend everyone separates the materials by material at home. So if you have a lot of number 1 plastic water bottles, separate those from your cans. It's going to save you a lot of time, and we can never guarantee how busy it's going to be, how hot it's going to be, so on and so forth. With that, we have a rule that a lot of people get kind of finicky about, and that's we do need the cap to come off every plastic bottle. We don't care about the glass, and generally speaking, unless it's the resealable cans for some beers, we don't really care about it for a minimizer. It's a plastic bottle, remember air pressure. You get it here. They're bailing our plastic right there. If every one of those bottles has a cap on it, the air pressure will get you out of the glass that doesn't fail. Along with that, you're a different material. So what would happen then, if you were bringing your material, if it was under 50 containers, which roughly is about half a barrel, we would have one of our workers count it out for you. If it's a large container, that's a dime per. If it's a smaller container, it's a nickel per. These be counted out, you'd be paid back that nickel or dime based solely on that. 50 containers, the nickel per is 250. Sign off again, you're good, you go. If you bring in a large amount, you go by the weight. So, with plastic bottles, I would highly recommend bringing them in smaller amounts if they're lighter bottles. If you're dealing with Gatorade bottles, we'll weigh them and you'll get more money, actually. But if you bring in a 50 count of water bottles, thin water bottles, if we count them out, you're getting 250. If we weigh them, you're going to get a lot less because they make the bottles so thin. Which is why the state is always re-auditing to try and get the most accurate thing. So you'd bring that up, you either weigh it or not, you'd sign off, and we would make your name. Walk away from that, that's the end of our transaction. Now, so far as where that stuff goes, that's the next step. So as you can see over here, we have our customer storing areas. So if you had your materials, once you've signed off, one of our people looking at you signing, make sure you're happy with your order, dump it in, and we store that. Now you can see they're baling over there. It's going to take about 6 full bins of plastic to make 1 bale. For aluminum, it takes 3 bins. And for cardboard, that has many tilts that we have to get into. When we get downstairs, I'll show you that. Those bottles are something we can absolutely recycle. They are not something we can ever pay for. If it does not have a CRV, we cannot pay for it. So those are the kind of things you want to separate. Okay. Those materials we did not pay for, pay the 5-cent tax when you buy it, so we have nothing to pay back. We're happy to recycle it though if you're just getting rid of it. We're storing that over here. Aluminum there, glass. Now glass you can see over there in our roll-off container, just about full. We should be having to pick up any minute. The old deal that we've given to market is about 58,000 pounds of glass. 29,000 about in that container. And we ship that out twice a week. We also have areas for donation. Newspaper, which as you can see takes quite some time to fill up because nobody reads newspaper anymore. Mixed paper, which is all kinds of stuff. There's never any money back for food, wine, and hard alcohol. Those are the great 3 that we have to separate out from people. There's nothing like the sort of like sadness in somebody who's brought an entire bin full of wine bottles, and we have to tell them it's not within anything. The reason that was because we used to be able to mix them in, and we give you a lower rate because while you didn't pay the CRB, there's still value to glass. There's widespread abuse of that in the state, where you'd have some other recyclers that are less honest than us. They can put a bin rather full of beer bottles that milk bottle plastic. That's that stand-up baler I was telling you about before. And any given time, that'll be full of rotting milk bottles. We've had a couple people newly hired to the job that have to take breaks from it. It does get pretty rank. The tilts I was referring to earlier are these containers, but you can see back there we have cardboard stored as well. At ASI Recycling, we service various points of the campus picking up their cardboard. So we work with both dining halls, the USU, the Isabel Patterson Child Development Center, and the Rec Center. Picking up all their cardboard daily. The propane tank wasn't quite empty when they tried to break it down, it blew up. And it's not a dangerous job per se, but it can be. But with our donation areas, especially if we're busy, we can't closely monitor everything. So we do sort through it, but in the case of that, in the scrap metal, if someone threw in a propane tank, it'll get buried really quick.
And anybody can just throw stuff in.
Right.
Oh,
That's our self-serve donation area. It's our job to try and catch that. So we'll go downstairs now and I'll show you the bales and we'll get into where it goes. See that open-toed chute? Just be careful, there is some broken glass down there. So your average bale of plastic would weigh between 750 and 800 pounds. Cardboard will weigh between 1,100 and 1,200, and aluminum will weigh about 550 to 580. The HDPE back there will be about 1,000.
Which one did you say was the most, you could get more cash out of it? That or aluminum?
Aluminum's worth the most.
Oh, okay.
Aluminum's worth $1.58 per pound, and so that's usually what we deal in. Number one plastic is the most common though, so we get more of that monthly, as you can see. But aluminum is worth the most. What we don't offer that other recyclers do, other bigger organizations do, is a scrap rate on top of that. So what our customers come in sometimes bring in coupons. And coupons are something that's widely used in the recycling industry to incentivize people to come to their center and to do it that way. So for aluminum, for instance, we're offering $1.58, which is the state set amount. If you go down to Wilmington, if you go down to Santa Fe Avenue, they got $2.95 per pound. They're doing that because they're adding a scrap rate on top of it. And I'm not here to call anyone anything, but that is where the sort of uneasiness and how things are done in these kind of industries goes. So we keep it clean, we just pay whatever the state says we're going to pay, and we go from there. So we ship out bales once a month. Well, we ship out glass twice a month usually, mixed paper twice a month, scrap twice a month, newspaper once every 6 months, and bales at the end of every month. So we'll usually ship between 48 and 54 bales through Recycle Wines, who's our shipper. They're based out of Paris. They take it there, and then it's then shipped out and melted down by different companies. So with aluminum is a very useful material. So it's made into everything. There'll be cans again, there'll be plane parts, car parts, housing materials, all kinds of stuff. Number one plastic is most used for polyester. So most of these will never be water bottles again.
Okay. I always wanted to know.
They're used primarily for polyester and clothing and blankets and other stuff like that. Plastic's everywhere, which is why we get so much of it. Yeah. Cardboard is boring. It becomes more cardboard. It's rehydrated and broken down and made into cardboard again, recorrugated. And then HDPE plastic will be largely made into HDPE. Though, if you guys notice down there, you have the tables. Picnic tables down there. You may see them.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw them, yeah.
Those, as well as our newer containers by the LA buildings, are made completely of number 2 plastic. So that's all old milk bottles. And creative reuse is something we're a big part of as well. So we've had various organizations on campus that are using like vast amounts of newspaper or glass. They've come to us and we've helped to keep them and that kind of stuff. So far as serving the campus, which is kind of the last part of it, we have our sorting area. The sorting area is the dirtiest part of the job, which is why you guys do. So as you can see, this material is being sorted out.
It's okay.
It's gnarly. But what happens is we do pickups on campus. That is the USU, so we're in the process of sorting through that. Those are bags that are picked up from Smorgasbord and also from just general daily use of the university student. Right there we have stuff the campus drops off, so we sort through that, and it's usually not as much as you can see. We spent the weekend sorting through the pop drops, which are these containers, which are our purview on campus. So anytime you see one of these containers, that's something we're picking up twice a week. So when you see people dumping sandwiches or open containers full of iced coffee or whatever in there, we're the guys who put on gloves and sort it out. Which is why if you check out back here,
when there's liquid, do you just dump it out?
that's what I was going to show you.
Oh, okay.
Containers here contain what we call pop drop juice. Pop drop juice is a mixture of any number of materials.
Looks disgusting.
Because we can't have full bottles going into the baler. So they're dumped out into here, tossed in there or there, and then this is dumped into the weeds over there, and I'm not sure why they keep growing. The other pickup we do is with the dorms. We service the dorms twice a week as well. And if you think the ideas of recycling are creative when it comes to pop drops, you'd be surprised what kind of recyclables we pull out of the dorm bags. If your imagination can get there, we've probably got there too. So that's pretty much the tour. If it's a kids tour, we'll drive the forklift around and they like that, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. What's in there?
Oh, that's just our storage facility. We have our gloves and our trash bags and stuff like that. We keep a large collection of cat hair in there too. If you walk in, you can smell it. We don't collect the cat.
No, I know.
Cats live there. We actually have all kinds of vermin living here. Under the office, we have skunks, and we have cats, and possums, raccoons, rats, anything.
Okay. Just get like a 24-pack of beer and beer can.
Beer works.
I did not know that. I feel so informed. Thanks, Audrey, for the recycling. You guys have class after this?
Starving right now.
Oh, I know. I wanted some time to go eat. I have work at 2.
Well, I just have it like all the time.
What about Greek
work in a
food?
mall.
Oh, that's right. You have like all
All the stuff that's here.